Welcome to your deep dive. Phew! You guys sent in a ton of AI news this week.
Yeah, it's been a busy one.
And let me tell you, it's a doozy. AI agents, they're taking over computers now,
Mm.
language models, composing music,
Wow.
and robots are getting,
Well,
wait for it, muscles.
it seems like every day we see a new headline about what AI can do.
Right.
It's incredible.
It's amazing.
But what's really interesting is the trend we're seeing.
Okay.
We're moving beyond like the theoretical, like what can AI do,
Right.
and more into the practical of what can I do with AI.
Yeah, what can I do with it today?
Exactly.
And this week's news really hits on that.
Absolutely.
For example, let's talk about Anthropic.
Okay.
Their Claude AI just got a major upgrade.
Big time.
It's going to turn heads.
Yeah, it's a huge leap forward.
For sure.
They're now letting Claude actually take control of your computer.
Whoa.
And not just to generate text, but to actually interact with your applications.
Oh, wow.
Spreadsheets, forms, even web browsers.
So, do you remember that demo video they released?
Oh, yeah.
Where Claude is filling out, a vendor request form using data from a spreadsheet?
Yeah, I saw that.
It's like having a superpowered intern.
Right.
Who never needs coffee.
Never sleeps, never needs a break.
Exactly.
Just keeps on working.
And the really clever part is how Claude sees the screen.
Yeah, how does it do that?
I know.
It's wild.
Well, it takes a screenshot.
Okay.
And it analyzes that screenshot to figure out, okay, what should I do next?
Right.
Then takes another screenshot to check if it worked.
Oh, interesting.
And it keeps repeating that process until the task is done.
That's clever.
I know, it's so smart.
It's like watching someone learn a new task, but at warp speed.
Right. And Anthropic even released a step-by-step guide on how to set this up.
Oh, cool.
Which you can find in the source material, by the way.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, definitely worth looking into.
And while you're at it, check out their new Claude 3.5 models, Sonnet and How.
Ooh, tell me about the...
They're outperforming GPT-4 on several benchmarks.
Really?
Which is pretty significant.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and then there's that new analysis tool.
Yeah, what does that do?
Well, it lets Claude analyze data from CSV files
Okay.
and then whip up these charts and graphs
No way.
using JavaScript.
That's incredible.
It's like having a data analyst on call 24/7.
It really is.
This all just points to a major shift that we're seeing in the AI landscape,
What's that?
the focus on user-friendliness.
Oh, interesting.
It's not just about building the most powerful AI anymore.
Right.
It's about making it accessible and usable for everyone.
Okay. And speaking of accessibility, Microsoft is making a big push into AI agents with their latest Copilot Studio update.
This is where things get really interesting.
Tell me more.
Well, Microsoft saying that they've unlocked autonomous agent capabilities.
Oh, what does that even mean?
Imagine workflows that can trigger themselves
What?
based on certain conditions, powered by AI models like GPT-4.
Okay, so instead of me having to manually kick off a task, the AI agent could be monitoring for a project update email
Exactly.
and then automatically create a task in my project management software.
Precisely.
That's so cool.
And that's just the beginning.
Wow.
Think about the possibilities.
Like what?
Agents that can scan news feeds for industry trends and generate reports.
That would be incredible.
Or agents that can monitor your email and actually draft responses based on your past communication style.
That's a little scary, but also amazing.
Right.
It's like a whole new level of automation.
It could fundamentally change how we work.
Yeah, it could.
I think so.
And to Microsoft's credit, they're emphasizing transparency,
Yeah, that's important.
allowing users to see the logic behind these agents' actions.
Transparency is paramount, especially as we're entrusting more tasks to these AI agents.
For sure.
It seems like we'll get a closer look at these agents soon.
Oh, when?
They're planning demos for Microsoft Ignite,
Okay, cool.
so that'll be interesting to see.
Now, while Microsoft is focused on the workplace, Meta is diving deep into the world of AI understanding.
Yeah, they unveiled a whole suite of new AI research this week,
I saw that.
really covering everything.
Oh my gosh, it was a lot.
From image segmentation to material science.
Yeah.
But the real showstopper
What is it?
is Spirit LM.
Spirit LM. Okay.
It's a language model that can take both text and audio as input
Whoa.
and generate responses in either format.
Okay, hold on. So I could talk to the AI
Yeah.
and it would understand me.
Uh-huh.
And then it could respond either by talking back to me or by typing out a response.
Yeah, exactly. Like imagine having a conversation with AI where you can switch between talking and typing seamlessly.
That's crazy.
Their demos were really impressive.
Oh, yeah. What were they?
Like you give it the text prompt, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
It responds with the audio, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow.
Or you give it the audio prompt, A, B, C, D, E.
Okay.
And it replies with the text, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, O, P.
That's wild.
It's like a game of cross-modal ping pong.
It really is.
I know.
And there was that one where they gave it a text prompt about like the population of Russia.
Right.
And it responded with a spoken continuation about Yellowstone National Park.
Yeah, pretty crazy, huh?
It is.
No, of course, these are probably cherry-picked examples
Yeah, right.
to showcase Spirit LM's best side.
I figured.
But even so, the potential applications are huge.
Yeah, I mean, what could this do for like accessibility?
Exactly.
For people who have difficulty typing or speaking.
It could revolutionize how we interact with technology, making it more natural and intuitive for everyone.
It's amazing.
And Meta isn't just focused on these large language models.
What else are they doing?
Well, they're also making progress in bringing AI to mobile devices with these quantized llama models.
Quantized llama models, okay?
Yeah.
So for those of us who aren't like deep in the technical weeds, break this down.
Sure.
What is quantization?
Okay, so imagine you have a massive box of crayons with like every shade of blue imaginable.
I'm with you.
A quantized model is like taking that box and getting rid of some of those less important shades.
Okay.
So you're left with maybe 10 core blues.
Gotcha.
You can still color,
Yeah.
but the box is lighter, more manageable.
So they're basically streamlining the models to run smoothly on devices with less processing power.
Right.
Like our phones.
Like smartphones and tablets.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
They're making AI more portable, accessible, without sacrificing too much capability.
That's great.
It's a really exciting step towards bringing the power of AI to everyone's fingertips.
Very cool. And speaking of new frontiers, let's shift gears from understanding to creation.
Okay.
And talk about this explosion in AI video generation.
Oh, yeah, it really does feel like an explosion.
It does.
New players, platforms are popping up left and right.
I know.
It's incredible.
It is.
Runway, for instance, just unveiled Act 1.
Act 1, okay.
It lets you sync facial expressions and emotions with animated characters.
So, have you seen the demos on their website?
I have. It's pretty wild.
They're wild. The characters' lip movements are perfectly synced to the dialogue.
I know.
And their expressions change to reflect the emotions that are being conveyed.
It's like watching a high-budget animated film, but it's generated in real time.
I know. It's incredible. I'm dying to get my hands on it.
Well, unfortunately, it's still in a limited rollout phase. But hopefully wider access will be available soon.
Okay, so while we wait for Runway's Act 1,
Uh-huh.
there's always the open source Mochi 1, which anyone can play with right now.
Mochi 1 is a fascinating case because it's open source.
What does that mean?
It means that anyone with a powerful enough computer can download it and run it locally.
Ooh, so that means we could see customized versions of Mochi 1.
Exactly.
Potentially even uncensored models.
It's a double-edged sword.
It is, yeah.
More creative freedom, but also a greater potential for misuse.
Yeah,
It's exciting and a little unnerving all at the same time.
for sure. Have you had a chance to experiment with Mochi 1?
I have.
What do you think?
I tried generating a video of a wolf howling at the moon.
Oh, cool.
And the results were, let's just say it looked more like a wolf morphing and walking toward the camera.
Oh, no.
Yeah, my monkey on roller skates prompt.
Wow.
You could tell what it was supposed to be,
Right.
but the composition and animation weren't as polished as some of the other models out there.
It seems like Mochi 1 has potential,
Yeah, I think it does.
but it needs a bit more time in the
A
oven.
little more development time.
Exactly.
Luckily, there's another contender in the ring,
Who's that?
Harper 2.0.
Okay.
Harper 2.0 has already shown a lot of promise.
What have you seen?
Their demo videos are quite impressive.
Oh, yeah.
They cover a range of styles, from realistic scenes to more cartoon-like animation.
I was blown away by their dance videos.
Oh, really?
The movement was so fluid and the characters looked so realistic.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's all AI generated.
I know, it's incredible.
Now, of course, we should remember that demo videos are often carefully curated.
True.
But even with that caveat, Harper 2.0 is producing some really compelling content.
And the best part is,
What's that?
you can try it out for free.
Oh, really?
They give you 300 credits to start, which is enough to generate about 10 videos.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
I tried that same wolf howling at the moon prompt,
Oh,
and I was really surprised.
what happened?
It actually looked like an animated wolf howling at the moon.
That's great.
Definite improvement over Mochi 1.
My monkey on roller skates fared better too.
Nice.
Still couldn't see the skates.
Oh, bummer. But you could tell it was happening.
You could tell, yeah. The monkey's movements and the other skaters made it clear what was going on.
Yeah.
It's remarkable to witness this rapid progress in AI video generation.
It really is.
Just a few months ago, this level of quality seemed like a distant dream.
It's a good reminder that the AI landscape is constantly evolving.
Oh,
What's cutting edge today might be old news tomorrow.
that's true, that's true.
And speaking of which, let's dive into the world of AI image generation.
Okay.
Things are just as dynamic over there.
Oh, I bet.
The AI image generation scene is a whirlwind of new features, new models,
Yeah.
and even a few controversies. It's like a never-ending art show where the exhibits change daily.
That's a great way to put it.
So let's start with the big news. Stable Diffusion 3.5 has finally arrived.
It's finally here. I feel like we've been waiting forever.
Yeah, especially after the issues with the previous model generating distorted bodies.
Yeah.
Stability AI has been relatively quiet.
Mm-hmm.
So there's been a lot of anticipation for this release.
And they've addressed those anatomical concerns with 3.5.
That's great.
I've been playing around with it, and the results are looking much more anatomically accurate.
From what I've seen, they've made significant progress in that area,
Yeah. And Stable Diffusion is staying true to its roots,
which means
open source and free to use, both commercially and non-commercially.
it's that open accessibility that makes Stable Diffusion so exciting.
Yeah.
Anyone can experiment and create with it.
It's a real game changer.
Absolutely. Democratizing access to AI.
I love that.
With Stable Diffusion 3.5, we have two new models to play with.
Oh, tell me about them.
Stable Diffusion 3.5 Large,
Okay.
which has 8 billion parameters.
Wow.
And then there's Stable Diffusion 3.5 Large Turbo, which is a distilled and faster version.
So classic trade-off.
Yeah.
Higher quality with the large model, but slower.
Exactly.
Okay.
The large model can generate higher resolution images up to 1 megapixel,
Oh, wow.
but it takes longer.
Okay.
The turbo model sacrifices some resolution for speed,
Gotcha.
so it's ideal for quick experimentation or when you don't need that ultra-high detail.
Okay, I've been having fun with the large model.
Oh, yeah.
My prompt, a three-headed dragon wearing cowboy boots, watching TV and eating nachos,
Wow.
turned out almost perfect.
Wow.
I was very impressed.
I'm interested to see how the turbo model handles text generation.
Oh.
My early tests suggest it's still quite capable,
Okay.
but there might be some subtle differences in how it renders text compared to the larger model.
That's a good reminder that even within a single model, there are nuances and trade-offs to consider.
Absolutely. And speaking of new features, let's not forget about Ideogram's recent updates.
Oh, yeah. Ideogram, they've added some cool new tools like Canvas, Magic Fill, and Extend.
Ideogram's Canvas is a genuine innovation.
It is, yeah.
It's a collaborative workspace
Right.
where you can generate images, edit them, experiment with different ideas, all within a single interface.
It's like Photoshop's generative fill, but with even more creative control.
I think that's a pretty good analogy.
Yeah.
The Magic Fill tool is really fun.
Oh, tell me about that one.
You select an area of an image,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can use a text prompt to generate new content within that area.
Wow.
So you can add a UFO to a night sky,
Cool.
put cowboy boots on a wolf,
Awesome.
all with a few keystrokes.
That's amazing. And the Extend feature?
Yeah, what about that one?
It's equally impressive, expanding the boundaries of an image, seamlessly generating new content that matches the existing style.
So you could turn a regular photo into a panorama
Yeah,
without any awkward stitching.
I know. It's incredible.
And then they've also introduced this remix feature.
Mix, what does that do?
Lets you generate images in a similar style to an existing one.
So I can take a photo that I love and create variations on a theme.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
So many ways to spark creativity.
I know. And speaking of image editing,
Uh-huh.
we can't leave out Midjourney's new editor.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
They're finally letting us upload our own images and edit them using AI tools.
It's a big step forward for Midjourney,
It is, yeah.
allowing users to integrate their own content into the creative
Yeah.
process.
Right.
Imagine uploading a photo of yourself and then using the editor to add a baseball cap
Yeah.
or even a fire-breathing dragon.
Oh, I saw a demo where someone did that.
Right.
The results were surprisingly realistic.
That's wild.
You could barely tell where the original image ended and the AI-generated content began.
Yeah, they've also added a retexture feature.
In retexture,
It
okay.
functions similarly to ControlNet in Stable Diffusion.
Gotcha.
Lets you keep the basic structure of an image, but apply new textures, styles, and lighting effects.
Like a digital makeover for my photos.
Exactly.
So cool.
It's amazing how versatile these AI tools are becoming.
Right.
They're not just about creating something from scratch.
Right.
They're about reimagining,
Yeah.
transforming existing content.
And let's not forget about Canva.
Oh, yeah, Kiva.
They've joined the AI image generation party with their new tool,
Yeah.
which is powered by Leonardo AI's Phoenix model.
It feels like a natural evolution for their platform.
It does, yeah.
Streamlines the design process,
Right.
allows users to create custom visuals without ever leaving Canva's interface.
I had so much fun generating a wolf howling at the moon image using their cinematic style.
Yeah.
The result was striking.
Oh, wow.
Almost movie poster quality.
Full disclosure, you are an advisor for Leonardo AI.
I am, yes, but I can't help but be excited.
Yeah.
When you see these new AI tools emerging, especially when they're well-designed and user-friendly.
Right.
And it's particularly exciting to see a company like Canva, with their massive user base, embracing this technology.
It really signifies a broader trend.
What's that?
AI is becoming an integral part of creative workflows,
Yeah, I see that.
empowering users of all skill levels to produce professional quality content.
And while we're on the topic of specialized AI tools,
Mm-hmm.
there's Playground V3, which is a new model that's specifically designed for graphic design.
It's fascinating to see how AI is being tailored to these specific niches.
Yeah.
Playground V3 caters to graphic designers,
Yeah.
offers tools for creating logos, t-shirt designs, social media posts, and other visual assets.
I tested it with a wolf logo prompt, and the result was so sleek and modern.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it seamlessly incorporated a wolf head into the design.
That's awesome.
It was really cool.
It's clear that AI is maturing beyond these general-purpose tools,
Right.
and it's becoming more specialized to meet the demands of different professions and creative fields.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
And then there's OpenAI's recent research on the consistency model.
Oh, yeah, consistency model. What's that all about?
Well, we don't have access to it yet,
Okay.
but it seems like they've cracked the code for generating images much faster than traditional diffusion models.
So what are they saying?
Well, they're claiming they can achieve image generation speeds in milliseconds,
Milliseconds.
which is significantly faster
Yeah.
than the seconds or even minutes required by most diffusion models.
Wow.
So if that's true,
Yeah.
it could revolutionize how we create and interact with visual content.
Imagine generating high-quality images in real time.
Yeah, it'd be incredible.
It would.
Open up incredible possibilities for interactive design,
Yeah.
gaming, virtual reality experiences.
It's still early days for this research.
Yeah,
But it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Absolutely.
It could be a glimpse into the future of AI image generation.
Yeah, I think so.
It's hard to wrap your head around the sheer pace of innovation in this field.
It really is.
And just as AI is transforming the visual world, it's making waves in the audio realm as well.
Oh, yeah.
From AI-generated voices to music composition, the impact is being felt across the music industry.
It's a fascinating intersection of technology and creativity.
It really is.
Raises questions about the role of AI and artistic expression.
Yeah, like, is AI a threat to human artists?
Or is it a new tool to empower them?
That's a great question.
It is.
And one we'll explore in detail after a quick break.
Sounds good.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right, see you in a few. Yeah, it's a question a lot of people are asking these days.
It is.
Is AI a threat?
Yeah.
Or is it a tool?
Right.
And I think the answer's complicated.
I bet it is.
More nuanced than a simple yes or no.
Okay, so let's unpack this.
Sure.
What are we seeing in terms of, like, AI's impact on music right now?
Well, we're seeing a surge in these AI tools that are specifically designed for music creation.
Oh.
They can compose melodies and harmonies,
Uh-huh.
generate full instrumental tracks.
Wow.
One example that I thought was really interesting is 11 Labs' new voice design feature.
Oh, yeah, 11 Labs. I saw that demo
Yeah.
where they created a voice for a large Yeti.
It was pretty incredible, right?
It was so realistic, it sounded like something straight out of a movie.
Yeah, it's a great example of how AI can expand the boundaries of sound design.
It is.
And the process is so simple.
I know. It's crazy.
You just type in a description of the voice you want,
Right.
and the AI generates it for you.
I couldn't resist.
Oh, you tried it.
I had to try it.
What did you do?
I created a voice for a sassy little squeaky mouse.
Oh, that's great.
It was so
I
fun
bet.
to experiment with different descriptions and hear what the AI came up with.
Yeah, and it really highlights that creative potential.
Right.
They're not just about replicating existing voices.
Yeah.
Or about opening up new possibilities for sonic expression.
And it's also interesting to see how established musicians are embracing AI.
It is.
Like, take Grammy-winning producer Timbaland, for example.
Yeah, Timbaland.
He's partnering with Suno, which is an AI music platform.
I saw that. Pretty big news to the music industry.
Yeah, it is.
When someone like Timbaland starts incorporating AI into his workflow,
Right.
I mean, it sends a really powerful message.
It does.
It's like saying, hey, AI isn't necessarily a threat.
Right.
It could be a valuable collaborator.
Yeah, so it's like a shift in perspective, right?
I think so.
It's not about AI replacing artists. It's about AI being a tool
Right.
to enhance and augment their creative process.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
It can help artists break through creative blocks, generate new ideas, explore musical styles they might not have considered before.
So with all these AI-generated voices and music tracks popping up, it begs the question
What's that?
of authenticity.
Yeah, good point.
How do we know what's real and what's created by AI?
Right, like, is there a way to even tell the difference?
Exact.
That's where technologies like Google DeepMind Synthid come in.
Synthid. Okay.
Yeah, they recently open sourced Synthid,
Uh-huh.
which embeds these invisible watermarks into audio that's generated by their AI models
So it's like a digital fingerprint.
that can identify AI-generated content.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really cool.
It's a step towards transparency.
Uh-huh.
And it can help to prevent the spread of misinformation or unauthorized use of AI-generated audio.
That makes sense.
And they're planning to expand Synthid to other formats like images, text, and video.
Oh, wow.
So it could be a potential weapon
Yeah.
against deepfakes
Okay.
and other AI-generated deceptions.
That's good.
It is.
We need that.
We do.
It's clear that we're entering a new era of content creation
I think so.
where the lines between human-made and AI-generated are blurring rapidly.
Yeah, the lines are getting really blurry.
They are.
And it's both exciting and raises all sorts of questions
It does, yeah.
about how we navigate this new landscape.
Exactly. So where are we seeing this integration playing out in the real world?
Well, we're seeing it everywhere.
Yeah.
From the devices in our pockets to the software we use at work.
Like Apple, for instance.
Yeah, what about
They're
that?
rolling out a suite of AI-powered features.
Oh, yeah, in iOS 18.2.
Yeah, in their new iOS 18.2 update.
Like their new Gen emoji,
Genemoji, uh-huh.
which lets you create these unique emojis using AI.
I love that.
It's pretty fun.
It is. And what about their visual intelligence feature?
Yeah, that's pretty cool, too.
It's amazing.
Allows your iPhone to understand and interact with the content on your screen.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
And we can't forget about the integration of ChatGPT.
Oh, yeah, ChatGPT.
Having a powerful AI assistant right there on your phone is a game changer.
It is.
You can ask it questions, get summaries of complex topics, even have it generate creative text formats like poems or code.
Yeah, it really does feel like the future is arriving, like right now.
It does.
Right in our pockets.
It does. It's crazy.
I know.
And for those who prefer like a desktop experience, there's Perplexity's new Mac app.
Oh, yeah. I've been using that.
It's pretty cool, right?
It's really useful
Yeah.
for research and information,
Uh,
exploring different perspectives, even getting creative with text formats.
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I'm hoping they release a Windows version soon.
To me too, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
And while we're talking about hardware,
Yeah.
Qualcomm recently announced their new Snapdragon 8 Elite chips.
Oh, yeah. Those are going to be great.
They're specifically designed to power AI on the next generation of mobile devices.
Those chips are incredibly efficient.
They are.
They allow for these really complex AI tasks
Uh-huh.
to be performed directly on the device
Wow.
without needing to rely on the cloud.
That's amazing.
So it opens up all these possibilities for real-time AI applications.
Like what?
On-device translation, image recognition,
Uh-huh.
personalized health monitoring.
It's incredible to think about having that kind of AI power just right there in the palm of your hand.
It is.
It really is.
And speaking of AI in the workplace,
Yeah.
Asana just released this no-code tool for creating AI agents.
Oh, Asana. I love Asana.
This could be a real game changer for businesses.
What does it do?
Well, it empowers teams to automate tasks,
Okay.
streamline workflows, even create entirely new processes,
Cool.
all without writing a single line of code.
They give a great example of a creative request triage agent.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about that one.
It automates the handling of creative requests.
Interesting.
So it gathers all the necessary information
Okay.
before assigning the task to a designer.
That's smart.
Yeah, it ensures like a smoother workflow.
It's a perfect illustration of how AI can eliminate bottlenecks, reduce errors, and just improve collaboration within teams.
Yeah, and it's not about replacing human workers.
No.
It's about augmenting their capabilities and freeing them up to focus on more strategic tasks.
I agree. It's a win-win
It is.
for everyone.
So it seems like AI is becoming increasingly integrated into every aspect of our lives.
It really does, doesn't it?
It does. It's kind of crazy.
I think so.
But before we get too carried away with the practical applications,
Uh-oh.
let's end on a note that's both fascinating and a little bit creepy.
Okay, what do you have in mind?
The humanoid robot with simulated muscles.
Oh, yeah, I saw that video.
I think we have some footage of this technological marvel.
Oh, let's see it.
This robot with its articulated joints
Mm,
and artificial muscles.
I know, it's wild.
It looks like something straight out of science fiction.
Yeah, it really does.
It's like a testament to our growing understanding of biomechanics
Uh-huh.
and our ability to replicate the complexities of human movement.
The fluidity of its motion was remarkable.
It was.
Almost lifelike,
Yeah.
but also eerie at the same time.
I kept thinking about the robots from Westworld.
Oh, yeah, good point.
It's that same kind of like sophistication,
Yeah.
but also like, could this be dangerous?
Yeah, it's a little unsettling, right?
It is, yeah.
It makes you think,
It does.
like, are we playing God a little bit?
Maybe.
It's a stark reminder that as we push the boundaries of AI
Right.
and robotics,
Yeah.
we need to be careful
Yeah.
and really consider the ethical implications
Oh, sure.
of our creations.
We need to make sure that these technologies are used to enhance human life,
Absolutely.
not to replace or diminish it.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, it's a conversation that needs to happen now.
It does, like right now,
Yeah.
before these technologies advance to a point where we lose control.
Well, on that slightly ominous note,
Yeah,
I think we've covered an incredible amount of ground today.
we really have.
From AI assistants that can handle our inboxes to
Yeah.
robots that are flexing their artificial muscles,
Yeah,
it's clear that the pace of innovation in this field is relentless.
it is.
And it's not slowing down anytime soon.
I don't think so.
And what's crucial to remember is that these advancements aren't just about technical prowess.
No, they're not.
They're about how AI can be integrated into our lives, our work, our creative pursuits.
Yeah, and that's what makes it so exciting.
It is exciting.
And also a little bit daunting, wouldn't you say?
It is. It is a little bit daunting.
The key question now is not, can AI do this?
Right.
But should it?
And if so, how?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah,
And it's a question we all need to be asking
we do.
as we explore these new tools and make these new discoveries.
And that's what makes it so fascinating.
I agree.
The future of AI isn't predetermined.
No, it's not.
It's being shaped right now by researchers, by developers, by policymakers,
Uh-huh.
even by everyday users like us.
Exactly. It's a collaborative effort,
It is.
and we all have a role to play.
So what can we do?
Well, I think it starts with education.
Okay.
The more we understand about AI,
Yeah.
its potential benefits, its potential risks,
Hmm.
the better equipped we'll be
Yeah.
to make informed decisions about its use.
Knowledge is power.
It really is.
And don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah, good.
Challenge assumptions.
Yeah.
Demand transparency from those who are developing and deploying these technologies.
We need to be active participants
Right.
in shaping the future of AI.
Not passive bystanders.
Exact.
It's a call to action.
It is.
We need to advocate for responsible AI development.
Absolutely.
Support organizations that are working to ensure ethical and equitable AI practices.
Yeah, that's important.
And use our voices to promote a vision of AI that benefits all of humanity.
It's a vision worth fighting for.
It is.
It really is.
The future of AI is in our hands.
It is.
Let's make sure it's a future we can all be proud of.
I think so.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning,
Yeah,
and keep shaping the future of this incredible technology.
it's been a great conversation. It is a fascinating time to be following all things AI.
It feels like we're at the edge of something huge,
Mm-hmm.
but we're still kind of figuring out what exactly that something is.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah,
We have this incredibly powerful technology,
right.
but are we using it responsibly?
Yeah, that's the question, right?
It is.
Ethic?
Huge questions.
I mean, we saw such amazing advancements this week.
We did.
I mean, AI agents that can just take over our computers.
It's wild.
I know.
Language models
Right.
that can understand and generate text and audio.
I know. And the video and image generation.
I know, right?
It's getting harder and harder to tell the difference
It is.
between human and AI.
The lines are getting blurry.
I know, and it's exciting.
It is exciting.
And also kind of scary.
Yeah. A little bit unnerving.
Like, what's real anymore?
What is real?
Yeah.
Big questions.
So we need to be having these conversations.
We do.
About the implications of this technology.
Absolutely.
The potential impact
Yeah.
on, like, jobs. The potential for bias.
Huge.
The need for transparency and accountability.
Yeah, we can't just let this happen without thinking about the consequences.
Exactly. And we need to be thinking critically about how AI will shape our creative processes,
Absolutely.
our relationship with technology, and even, I think, our understanding what it means to be human.
Those are big questions, but important ones.
Yeah, it's a lot to think about,
It is.
but it's so important.
It is.
We can't ignore this.
We can't.
So what can we do?
Well, I think it starts with staying informed,
Yeah,
Keep up with the latest developments,
right.
understand both the potential benefits and the risks of AI.
And just engage in thoughtful discussions about the implications.
Yeah, talk to people, have these conversations.
Yeah.
Think about it critically.
We need to be critical consumers of information.
Absolutely.
Question what we see, what
Yeah.
we hear.
Question everything.
Demand transparency from those developing and deploying this technology.
Yes, we need to hold them accountable. Yeah. Make sure they're doing the right thing.
We need to be active participants
Absolutely.
in shaping the future of AI.
Not passive bystanders.
It's a call to action, you guys.
We need to advocate for responsible AI development.
Yes.
Support organizations
Yeah.
that are working to ensure ethical and equitable AI practices.
And use our voices
Use your voice.
to promote a vision of AI that benefits all of humanity.
It's not about AI taking over.
Right.
It's about AI helping us.
Yeah, making our lives better.
Exactly.
The future of AI is in our hands.
It really is.
So let's make sure we do something good with it.
Let's create a future we can all be proud of.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
We hope you learned something
Yeah.
and that this episode, it gave you some things to think about
A lot to think about.
and that it inspired you to engage
Yeah.
in these crucial conversations
Absolutely.
that are shaping the future of AI.
They're important conversations.
They are.
They really are.
Until next time,
Yes.
stay curious,
But stay informed.
keep exploring,
Keep learning.
and keep shaping the future of this incredible technology.
We'll see you next time.